Hello children. Today let us learn second chapter in business studies, business and industry. Let us learn the meaning and objectives of business, the meaning and importance of home trade, foreign trade and inter-report trade. What do you mean by business? Business is an important economic activity mainly concerned with production and distribution of goods and services to consumers. According to Stephenson, the regular production or purchase and sale of goods undertaken with an objective of earning profit and acquiring wealth through the satisfaction of human wants. Main objectives of business are economic objectives, social objectives. Economic objectives main aim is to earn reasonable profit that is sufficient to lead a normal and comfortable life. Business supplies goods and services to the consumers and thus creates consumers. It uses available resources and produce the goods that are sufficient to consumers. It brings changes in production by adopting new techniques. It also enables the consumers to know about the changes in products through advertisement. Let us see what are social objectives. Business produces goods and supplies the goods that are required for the development of a nation. It provides employment. It pays wages and salaries. It helps to improve their standard of living. It plays an important role in development of a nation by paying duties or taxes. It contributes a fair share for the social welfare of the nation by starting and running of schools, colleges, hospitals and maintaining public garden. Okay children, did you all understand? Next let us see trade, the meaning of trade and types of trade and the services. What do you mean by trade? Trade is buying and selling of goods to the consumer. Trade means buying and selling of goods to the consumer. They are divided into three types. They are home trade, foreign trade and as well as inter-report trade. What do you mean by home trade? Trade within the country is called home trade. When trade taking place within the country, we call it home trade. It is carried through retailers and wholesalers. Now, let us see retail trade, their services and types. Retailers carry out their trade at the place where consumers live. They buy goods from wholesalers and sell them to the consumers. They render varieties services to the consumers. They supply variety of goods produced by different producers to the consumers. They store the goods to meet the demand of the consumers. They take the risk of loss in business or loss of goods. They grade the goods and supply according to the taste of the consumers. They provide credit facilities to the consumers, give more information about the newly available goods in the market and suggest alternative goods of the particular goods that are not available. So these are the services rendered by retail traders. The important types are permanent shop and as well as mobile traders. What is permanent shops? They are open at a fixed place and carry out trade. Mobile traders, they do not have a fixed place to carry on their trade. The important among them are hawkers, peddlers, street vendors, and market vendors. What hawkers? They carry goods on their heads, move from door to door, and sell their goods. They generally sell only one or two type of goods: vegetables, fruits, flowers, etc. Peddlers, they carry their goods on wheeled carts and sell them to the consumer at their doors. Street traders or footpath traders, they display goods in busy street corners or in pavements and sell them to the consumers. Market sellers. Weekly markets take place at villages or towns once in a week. Especially of these weekly markets is that the surrounding villages bring the goods which they have grown and sell them. Example, vegetables, eggs, butter, agricultural implements. With the money they get, they buy their requirements. Wholesale trade and their traders and their services. Wholesale traders buy goods in large quantity from producers and sell them to the retailers in small quantities. They buy the goods from the producers, sell them to retailers in small quantities. They help retailers in many ways, such as supplying goods to the retailers in small quantities whenever required. They advertise for goods on behalf of the retailers. They render some services to the producers, such as market trends, and advertise on behalf of the producers. Now, let us see what the meaning of foreign trade and types, etc. What do you mean by foreign trade? The trade between two countries is called as foreign trade. When trade takes place within the two countries is called as foreign trade. Foreign trade is classified into three types. There are export, imports, and inter-import. Exports refers to a country selling its goods to other countries for their use. Selling goods to other countries is export. Buying goods from other country is import. Inter-import refers buying of goods from one country with a view to sell to other countries. Example, Singapore and Middle East countries are the best example for inter-import trade. Okay, children, why do we need foreign trade? No country in the world is sufficient in all natural resources. Some countries have plenty of natural resources. Using the available resources, they produce more goods than they require, and excess is exported to other countries. In the same way, some countries have deficit of some natural resources and depend on other countries for their requirement and import them. Thus, there is a great need for foreign trade. The need for foreign trade is increasing day by day. It also helps to foster friendship among the countries. Now, let us learn about industries and types of industries. Industry is an economic activity. It is concerned with production of goods, extraction of minerals, and also providing some services. Types of industries, they are classified into two main types. They are primary industries and secondary industries. Primary industries are divided into genetic, extractive. Secondary industries are divided into manufacturing and constructive industries. Now, what are primary industries? The industries produce goods by using the natural resources are called as primary industries. They are agriculture, fishing, dairy farming, mining, etc. And primary industries are divided into genetic industries and extractive industries. What is genetic industries? These industries are engaged in reproduction of different crops, plants and animals. They help to increase the wealth of nation. Example, horticulture, dairy farming, poultry farming, etc. Extractive industry, they are engaged in extracting different raw materials and ores from the earth. Example, extraction of ores, drilling of oil wells, etc. Secondary industries are divided into manufacturing industries and construction industries. Secondary industries are called labor-oriented industries. What do you mean by manufacturing industries? The industries which converts raw materials into finished products are called manufacturing industries. Example, converting iron ore into steel, sugar out of sugarcane. The next type is construction industries. They are engaged in construction of roads, canals, bridges, etc. These industries helps in the quick development of economic activities like transport and communication, etc. Thank you, children.